Hi there. Thanks for sticking with it. We've got one more to go. Let's take a look at one more final strategy. This strategy is algorithm. It's stacking the numbers. Let's take a look at how you could apply it today. When I see 48 and 36 written from left to right in a number sentence, I know in my mind I can stack the ones on top of the ones and stack the tens on top of the tens. Let's take a look a little bit further. So first I see 48. I know that I'm going to have 4 groups of 10 and 8 ones separated out into 2 columns. And 36 represents 3 groups of 10 and 6 ones. And I can spread those out in 2 columns. And I'm actually going to make one quick adjustment to give myself a little bit more space to write. There we go. So now that my numbers are stacked, I'm going to look at my ones column first. That is a very, very important clue that you need to use when you're using the algorithm strategy, is that we always add our ones first. So when I look at my ones column and I see 8 and 6, I know in a snap 8 and 6 is 14. If you don't know the math fact 8 and 6, you can always hold on to 8 in your head and count up 6 more. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And that strategy works too. 8 and 6 together gives us a total of 14. This 1 represents 10, and this 4 represents 4 ones. My 4 ones are going to come down here into my ones column. Can a 10 go into a ones column? No, we know that a 10 can't fit into a ones column. We need to take that group of 10 and move it over into our tens column. And I'm going to represent that with a 1 because that's one group of 10 that we're moving over to the tens column. Now, I'm going to add my tens. I know this 1 represents 10. This 4 represents 40. And this 3 represents 30. When I add, I have 10 and 40 make 50. 50 plus 30 more gets me to 80. I'm not going to write 80 in my tens column because I know this 8 all by itself, when put into the tens column, represents 80 on its own for a total of 84. Let's take a look at subtraction. For subtraction, I have 54 minus 29. Once again, I'm going to separate out my tens and ones, but I'm also going to stack 54 and 29 together. I'm going to start with the bigger number, start with 54, 5 groups of 10 and 4 ones. And then just below it, I'm going to have my 2 groups of 10 in my tens column and my 9 ones in my ones column. When I look at 54 and I'm subtracting 29, first I'm going to look in my ones column. We always start with the ones when we're using algorithm. And I think to myself, if I have 4 of something in my ones column, can I take 9 away from it? No, I don't have enough. So what I need to do is go over to my tens column, and I'm going to take a group of 10 and move it over to my ones column. I represent that with 1 group of 10 and 4 ones for a total of 14. Because I moved a group of 10 from my tens column to my ones column, I no longer have 5 groups of 10, I now have 4 groups of 10. Now, instead of having 4 ones, I have 14 ones. So I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, add 10 more ones. If you are stuck at this part in time, this point in time, it would be a really good idea to go back to the place value strategy, break out some Legos, or draw a picture of your tens and ones. Remember, we can combine strategies as we're learning and as we're solving problems. So if you are stuck midway through algorithm, move to number line, move to expanded form, go back to place value blocks, see if you can get caught back on, and then start again. So now I have 14 ones, and I'm going to subtract 9 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That gives me 5 ones. Notice I'm even using place value blocks over here. 14 minus 9 is 5. And then when I look over in my tens column, I have 4 groups of 10 representing 40 minus 2 more groups of 10. 40 minus 20 gives me 20, which I represent using 2 groups of 10 in the tens column. 54 minus 29 equals 25. 48 minus 36, I didn't finish that one off, equals 84. And that's what I have for you for algorithm. Which strategy are you going to choose? It's up to you what works.